Hi, this is Ben Ivey, the fulfillment artist, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to take back your life when you're broken in 8 simple steps. Now this video is for people that have just been broken in life, things have just come down on them and they're just feeling in a rut. If you are a successful business owner and you've lost everything, what I recommend is watching a slightly different video, and the name of that video is How to Rebuild Your Life After You Lose Everything. How to rebuild your life after you lose everything. That video will be relevant for you. But for the guys today watching this is where you've gone into your life and now you're just in a rut. So these 8 simple steps, you're going to really be able to move forward and rebuild the life that you want and of your dreams, and we're going to make it a reality, which is pretty cool. So the first thing is we're going to be turning to gratitude. Now, I have said turning to gratitude so many different times in my videos, it's just ridiculous. So if you're not doing gratitude daily by now, I don't know what to do with you, right? If you're a new person watching this, I apologize. But I just want to rant to people that have watched many of my videos, because gratitude is so important. It affects so many areas of your life. Because if you can be grateful for where you are now, it'll be so much easier for you to be able to move forward and be grateful for having more things in the future. So, without further ado, the first thing is gratitude. So you want to be thinking of 5 things that you're grateful for every single day. Make sure they're small, some big, and that's going to really help lay a foundation for us to be able to move forward from. Next is, what is it that you want in your life? Now, most people, when they're in this position, focus on what they don't want. I was like, oh, I don't want to be here. I wish that I could afford to be in a nicer accommodation. I wish I had more friends around me. I wish life was back where it was 3 years ago. I wish this. And do you see, like, nothing good can come of those sorts of things. Like, even though you're feeling the pain, your focus is on where you don't want to be. Does that make sense? You're focusing, okay, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. Now, instead, think about what you do want. Because if you think about what you do want, it's going to be so much easier for us to be able to give you that. So instead, we want to focus, okay, well, what is it that you want in your life? And what I want you to do is write down everything that you want. Because if you can start to imagine it, you can start to focus on it. As Einstein said, I think it's imagination is more powerful than reality, right? If we can start to imagine it, it's going to be able to be a reality. So really take this seriously and write down all the things that you want in your life. Next is we've got to find your why. So now that we've got the gratitude foundation, you understand what you want, we now understand the why you want to do this. If we don't give you a why, it'd be the equivalent of being on a sailing ship, right, without any wind. You're not going to move anywhere, right? We need a really strong wind, which is a strong why, to really shift you forward and to be able to sail the 7 seas or whatever it is that you want to do. So within this, we've got to think about, why? What is the big why for you? Is it that you want to be able to give back to cancer patients? Is it that you want to be able to give back to your parents that have provided for you? Is it that you want to provide for your sister or your brother that are disabled? Like, I'm not sure what it is, but there's going to be a big why for you. So you really need to think about that. And I want you to be able to focus on that big why every single day. Because if you can focus on the big why every single day, it's going to help you have that fuel and that wind to be able to really fly forward. So this is like one of the most important things that you've got to do. So pause the video or write down a reminder that you're going to do this after the video, because this step is key. Next is move out of a victim mindset and start taking responsibility. A lot of people, when they get there, they think of, oh, why would this happen to me? Why is it that I'm stuck in here and I've got a friend that's doing really well? Why did I have such bad circumstances? Now they're bad questions, right? Instead, we've got to take 100% responsibility. So taking responsibility is the ability of you right now to say, okay, I'm responsible for my life. I'm not going to be a victim anymore. I'm responsible. So since I'm responsible, let's make this happen. I'm in control. If you can start to take that mindset, that's going to help you move forward. So the way to condition this is just to say that I'm becoming 100% responsible for my life, or I choose to be 100% responsible for my life, right? And say that to yourself every single morning 3 or 4 times. And if you start to do that, that's going to help you condition, I'm in charge, I've got this, I'm in control, and we can start to shift everything else. Next is we're going to start a success routine. Now, if you imagine that a lot of people, we can call it a success cycle. Now, a lot of people when they experience a rut, they go in a downward spiral. What we want to do now is we want to create the right habits to allow you to be successful and move up. Now, if you're in a rut at the moment, it means that you are obviously somewhere else previously. So I want you to think back into, what was it that you did that allowed you to be successful previously? What were the habits that you did? What sort of things did you do? And that's going to help us to think about, okay, since I am moving forward with this and I'm spending time thinking about the success cycle, let's install some new habits. Did you exercise? Were you thinking of all the successful things that you did? Did you, I don't know, have a coffee each morning? Like, what was it for you? So let's write down your success cycle and start to get back into that routine. Next is I want you to model successful people. So there's obviously something that you want to be able to do, and most likely there is someone doing it already. So I want you to write that person down and figure out what is it that they do on a consistent basis. And it's the way to leapfrog forward, because most people look at one step ahead of themselves, which is important in some cases, but not in others. For example, if you want to be an amazing football player, you wouldn't go learn off like an average club. You'd want to learn off the best, because then you're going to learn the best skills, the best insights, and you're going to be so much better than where you were before. So with that said, write down 3 people that you want to be able to model, and you're going to be modeling their success, and then you're going to be able to create that life that you want. Next is surround yourself with positive people. And this is really important, because if you can start to surround yourself with positive people, then you're going to have that energy in your life, that positivity. A lot of people surround themselves with negative, soul-draining, vampire-sucking people, right? This isn't good. You want people that are positive, that can help you move forward and help give you life and be able to help you, as opposed to being a sponge and sucking all the energy out of you. So there's really not much more I need to say on that, but find people that are positive, spend more time with them, and your life will change. Remember that you're the average of the 5 people you spend most time around, and you're going to have the average of those 5 people's income in 5 years' time. So that is something that you really want to think about. Lastly, I want you to acknowledge all your successes. So this is something where, for example, in the Ultimate Life Management System, we do something where we acknowledge 3 wins every day. So I would recommend doing something similar. So acknowledge 3 successes every single day for the next 30 days, right? And once again, I've given you a lot of stuff here. So this is where you write stuff down, set reminders, because you may forget. It may be worth watching the video again and writing the things down, because it's going to help you condition it, because I don't want you missing out certain steps, right? It's important that we do everything, and that's going to really help shift. If you have any questions, let me know. Please comment on the video. Like the video if you found it helpful. And I'm also going to say that I'd really recommend you downloading the 5 to Thrive as well. You can download that from my website. Just type in, 5 to Thrive Ben Ivey. I'll also put a link below in the description. But download that, and that's also going to help with the right music, some book recommendations, and some other habits to install that will help you on your journey. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll speak to you very soon.